You know, we look at investing and owning properties like this. There's really three main things that investors want to know, and frankly, what I want to know. So the first one is, what was it about the property that got you to be really interested in pulling the trigger? One of the main things has to do with replacement cost. We picked this property up for a little bit over $50,000 per unit. Okay, well, in today's world, replacement cost for a property like this is well over $200,000 a unit. So think about that. Replacement cost over $200,000 a unit. And here in Iowa, we're able to pick properties like this up for $50,000 a unit. Reason number two, value. Okay, Darren, I get that. I understand how that can be a pretty big deal in terms of driving value returns, but is there anywhere else that value comes from other than that? And one of the main things that we've used and implemented now for decades is our off-market purchasing system. And what I mean by that is we have a system in place, and it's been in place now well over 2 decades, where most of our properties, over 90% of the multifamily properties that we own, were purchased, like this one, off market. And so what that means is owners of apartment communities, when they're ready to sell, we will get the phone call first. And we're able to have first look at properties like this that we can purchase for a little bit over $50,000 a unit. And I probably don't need to explain a lot on why that's an advantage. Not only an advantage of being first in line to look at properties like this, but also in terms of pricing and the prices that we are able to negotiate by being able to buy properties, again, like this off market. So that's the second thing that most investors want to know. And the third thing is, okay, Darren, why is a property like this safe? Why is it stable? What is it about this kind of property that gives me that sleep at night kind of feeling? And the main thing has to do with the marketplace, Iowa. Okay, so 3 important words here regarding Iowa and frankly this property. Boring is smart. And so there's not a lot of flash in this market. There's not a lot of huge ups and downs in this market, and especially with properties like this. But what that translates into is stability and predictability. Now, it's not like we've got a crystal ball. We know exactly what's going to happen 6 months from now, 12 months from now. But do we have a really good idea? Yeah. And why is that? It's because of that stability part of it. We are able to recognize the patterns that a property like this will have, so we're able to, once we take over, implement our management processes, implement our management systems, and be able to have a property like this perform as good as it can to reach the kind of potential that it can. And when that happens, the investors that we deal with that have been of our partners, man, for many, many years, some cases decades, they get the kind of results that they deserve by owning well-maintained, well-managed in a kind of a secret market, kind of a multifamily property like this one.